Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to this, your final reading of 2023. Can you believe we're actually at the end of 2023 already? I don't know where the time's gone. All right, for those of you who are new here, thank you so much for trusting and clicking and joining this video. And for those of you returning, thank you so much for continuing to support my channel. Really quick announcement before I get into your reading, and that is I'm very excited to announce that right now it is live. You can go to my website, intuitivebutterfly.com. I will also leave a link in the description below. I have opened up the registration for my 13 card reading. I only do this once a year. It is a 13 card prediction reading for 2024. I pull a card for each month of 2024, as well as a central anchor card that brings the whole reading together into a central energy. So if you are interested in booking a private consultation with me, in order to have an overview of what 2024 is going to look like for you, check out the link in the description below. All right, let's move forward. Now, the last reading that I did for you, December 1st through December 15th, Sagittarius, there was some ebbs and flows, some cycling that was happening for you as well. The final overall outcomes showed that there was a new beginning for you. So let's pull some cards and let's see where you are at with regards to that new beginning. All right, we're going to start off with some cards of where you are at now and what's happening for you right now. We've got one card out. Oh, and then almost the whole deck went back in, indicating that you're only meant to have this one card. Okay. So you have the We Are the World card, the 10 of Rainbows. This card corresponds to the 10 of Pentacles from the traditional tarot. This is an exciting card because this card is indicating that you have done a significant amount of work and you are now in a position to be able to reap the rewards of the work that you have been putting in. This card may indicate that there is some travel on the horizon for you, maybe not, but it is also indicating that you have opened your mind to new opportunities and to the greater good of what's going on around you. So instead of kind of going through life with some blinders on, the We Are the World card indicates that you are seeing things from the bigger perspective. And with that comes greater empathy and compassion for your fellow mankind, womankind here upon this planet. Overall, a really positive way to start your reading, and it indicates that where you are at here in the middle of December, as I'm doing this reading for you, where you are at now, is a positive place where you're having an opportunity to be able to look at your financial situation, look at your work situation, look at your friends and family, and say, you know what? It's not all bad. Let's wrap up 2023 on a positive note. Okay, so what are you then focusing on? Let's have a look. We're getting called back over here to the Osho Zen. So let's have a look at what the Sagittarians are focusing on for the final half of December. By the way, if you do celebrate any kinds of holidays at this time of the year, very happy holiday to each and every one of you. Okay. All right, so we didn't have anything come out for what you're focusing on. Let's go back through the deck. This does happen sometimes if the cards don't flip out just right. And there we go. There's one card out. Is there anything else that the Sagittarians are focusing on for the latter half of December? Where are they putting their focus? Okay. So we have 4 cards that have come out. Let's read them in the order in which they came out. The very first card that flipped out is the healing card. I can tell you, Sagittarius, you are not the first zodiac sign to receive this card in this position in the month of December. So that is telling me, oh, there's actually 5 cards here. Some of them were together. That is telling me that this is more of a universal theme going on, that healing is happening. And, you know, that was kind of alluded to here with the We Are the World, because with the changes and shifts and the new beginnings that you are experiencing, Sagittarius, and you're able to see the world from an open, less obstructed view. As I mentioned, there's more compassion, there's more empathy on your part, and that is part of healing. Also, with this card coming in, now, here's the disclaimer. I am not a doctor. I am not allowed to give you formal medical advice, but I can give you general health suggestions. And that's what I'm going to do right now. When this healing card comes up, not only does it indicate that you are doing some very deep healing on an emotional level, right? This card corresponds to the King of Cups, but it also indicates that at this time, moving into the latter half of December, there is a necessity for you to pay close attention to your physical health as well. This involves making sure that you are sufficiently hydrated. Again, this is not medical advice. This is general knowledge when it comes to your health. Make sure that you are sufficiently hydrated. Make sure that you are consuming enough fruits and vegetables of good high quality. And make sure that you are not overindulging. 'Tis the season to want to overindulge, am I right? And so, yeah, pay attention to your physical health at this time. Now, some of the other things that you are focusing on at this time is letting go. This card corresponds to the 8 of Cups. This is a card that shows us it's okay to leave the past where it belongs, which is in the past. We cannot relive the past. We cannot change the past. Sure, we can absolutely change our emotional attachment to the past, which, by the way, that's what hypnotherapy is all about. That's what we do in hypnosis. We change your emotional attachment and your emotional perception of the past, but we cannot change what has actually happened in the past. What we can do is leave the emotional attachment behind. And so that is one of the things that you are focusing on at this time. You have this Page of Fire, Page of Wands coming in. Now, this is the intensity card. When you are doing deep healing and deep letting go work, it can feel rather intense, and it can make it feel like you want to go into laziness. If you choose to take that path, by all means, it's yours to take, but there is another path that you can move into as well, and that would be the path of celebration and the path of recognizing. So this card corresponds to the 3 of Cups, and it is almost always depicted in tarot as 3 women dancing on a card, and the 3 women dancing on the card represents phases and stages that we go through in our lives. Now, there are shorter phases and stages that we go through, longer stages that we go through. A woman goes through 3 stages in her life, going from the maiden, the goddess, to the crone. And so this card is a good representation that anything that you are currently experiencing that may feel like it's quite intense is in reality just a phase or a stage that you need to go through in order to achieve the next level in your spiritual development, in your emotional development, in your psychological development. Okay. Now, I do want to point out as well that out of the 5 cards that came up for you, Sagittarius, in your focus, 4 of the 5 cards are from the suit of cups, from the suit of water. This is the suit in the tarot that rules the emotions, which is indicating that a lot of what you are working on right now has to do with your emotions and has to do with your relationships. And you are working towards changing and shifting how you react in your relationships, so in the hopes of adjusting other people's reactions to you as well. We know that emotions are a reflection back on us as to what we're putting out there. And so as we change and shift our reactions to other people, their reactions inevitably change as well, right? It's the mirror effect. So let's move into what is challenging you. If you have any challenges coming up, oops. Challenges and difficult influences for Sagittarius, the latter half of December, please. Is there anything coming up for them? Really, it looks like you are working on emotional development right now, Sagittarius. And that comes with, that can come with some intensity. And the card that came up for you in your difficult influences is the Tower. Okay. This is indicating that all of this positive work over here that you're doing with the healing, the celebration, the letting go, is likely going to feel like you are headed towards a Tower moment. Now, Tower moments are moments that seem to be unexpected in our lives. It appears as though we are getting blindsided by something coming in, but the positive side of Tower is that it is a closing door. And we all know that when one door closes, another door opens. And the new opportunity, the new door that is opening, oftentimes is like a cloud with a silver lining. It's oftentimes something that is way better for us, but it's a very uncomfortable thing to have to experience. So Sagittarius, as you are doing this emotional work, this card is indicating that it is likely to feel uncomfortable for you for a period of time, but it is also likely to open some new doors for you, new opportunities for you. Let's move into messages that the universe wants you to hear at this time. I think that card wants to come out. Yes, it does. And that one as well. These two cards are definitely loose. So, messages that the universe wants you to hear at this time. Feel joy in all that you do and focus on the positive. See, the Tower coming in your challenges or difficult influences is indicating that it's coming. Whether you see it coming or not, it's okay. But the messages that you are being asked to really listen to and embody and embrace are feel joy in all that you do and focus on the positive. Because the Tower means that something that is no longer serving your highest good is ending. Whether you want it to end or not, whether you can see the light at the end of the tunnel yet or not, this card is indicating that it is in fact going to happen. And that's okay, because there is something new that is on the verge of being birthed and awakened for you. Let's have a look at what's coming up in your unexpected. Now, this is a relatively new deck for me. It's a tiny little deck. Look how small it is. It's the Everyday Witch. So let's look at what is coming in for your unexpected. Anything else coming up in unexpected? Yep, a few more cards coming out. Okay. Interesting. All right. Everything that came up in your unexpected, Sagittarius, is from the suit of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles. Now, the Four of Pentacles. I'm going to start off with the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is known as the miser card. This is the card of trying to balance your budget. 2 + 2 = 4. Never forget that. It is not very in focus there. And this is the card of making sure that you don't have more going out than what you have coming in when it comes to your finances at this time, Sagittarius. This is in your unexpected. This is telling me that one of the things that's coming up for you, and it may be this tower moment that you're about to experience, despite all of this emotional work that you're doing, is that you need to make sure that you close out 2023 with a balanced budget. How do you do that? With this Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is about putting in the work that is necessary in order to reap the rewards. And we move into the Three of Pentacles. This is another way for you to be able to ensure that you end off the year with a balanced budget. This card has two separate meanings, this Three of Pentacles. One of them is ask for help. There is nothing wrong with asking for help. And the other meaning behind this card is look for something that you are truly, truly passionate about and then pursue that. And that is going to help you to earn more money based on something that you're passionate about. And it's not going to feel like work. That's the meaning behind this card here. So overall, in your unexpected, it does look like there are some financial aha moments coming up for you in the end of December. I don't see anything big and scary here for your money, but I do see cards that are indicating that you need to be really sensible with your money going forward into the end of December. Now, we're going to pull cards for your final general overall outcome for 2023. Where are we going to leave off with Sagittarius for 2023? Final general overall outcome cards, please. Okay. Final general overall outcome. Okay. We've got 3 cards out. And I do have a fly flying around me and driving me nuts. And seeing as I do not edit my videos, it can sometimes be rather amusing in one of my videos as I swap flies. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, we are leaving off 2023 on an extremely positive note for you, Sagittarius. You have the Five of Winter. This card corresponds to the Five of Swords. This is the card of walk away from that which no longer serves your highest good. You'll notice on this card that there are 2 fairies over here with their backs facing us, and this fairy here is walking away from a situation that is not serving his highest good. Okay. This tower, I'm going back to the tower here in your difficult influences, is an indication that there is something that you are going to have to walk away from. And this Five of Winter coming up in your overall outcome is an indication that there's something that you need to walk away from. But you are concentrating on celebrating, and you are concentrating on focusing on letting go. Remember what I said with this card. Let go of that which no longer serves your highest good. And here is your confirmation. You now have 3 cards in your reading saying walk away. You have the Queen of Spring. Queen of Spring corresponds to the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a very active queen. She asks us to be proactive in what we're doing. And she is the queen that believes in herself. So what does she ask you to do, Sagittarius? Believe in yourself. You're stronger than you know. Keep going forward. Keep plugging away at it. Out of all the queens in the deck, this one is probably the one that calls upon us to make sure that we're also balancing our work life with our play life. Okay. And as well, this Four of Pentacles is also about finding balance between work and play. Too much play not enough money coming in. Too much work? No emotional life. And over here, you were indicating that you were going to work diligently on emotional healing and on your emotional life and developing that. And your final card, the Nine of Summer. This card corresponds to the Nine of Cups from the traditional tarot, and this card is considered the wish fulfilled card. What a beautiful way to leave off your reading. I want to thank each and every one of you for making it this far in the video. I wish all of you a happy new year. I hope you will allow me the honor of doing your next reading for you at the end of December. And once again, I just want to remind you, if you are interested in that 13 card reading that I am currently offering as my annual special, it's only on sale until January 15th. So thank you so much, everyone, and happy holidays.